Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge television and radio talk show. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning 2 p.m. on the Eastern time zone as I get right home with you in the afternoon. It's always such a fun ride. I enjoy being with you. You can find us on television. We're on Abundance Television, and that's found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast on thenewscasters.com. And we're on the radio. Now, these folks are the biggest country station in South Carolina. Wow. Well, at least I think so. WZLA right here. You can find us there as well. You can find us on all of the social media sites. Oh, by the way, WZLA, and they are 92.9 FM on the dial. Make sure you check them out. They play the old country, the old stuff, like stuff from my old days, back in the 70s, Alabama, Feels So Right and all those. So it's kind of like country rock, sort of. Something like that. But they also have a really, really good, and I just love hearing this every single day. There's a Bible verse that's read every day, and it's something, and the person who reads the Bible verse also will talk to you about why it's so good for that particular day. And it's like almost every single one is one I needed to hear. Oh, yeah. To help me along, because I need all the help I can get. So anyway, thank you so much for watching us there as well. But continue sending email, Donna@donnasedge.com, Donna@donnasedge.com. I treasure your email. They really make my day. Again, thank you so much for doing that. I have Nick with me right now. And Nick is going to be painting our house for us. We bought the Brady Bunch house. And I think it's still the same colors it was on it when it was built in the 1960s. I'm not real sure, but we want to do a change. We want to do like a little facelift to the house outside. Let's talk about your business and how long you've been in business.
Okay, so I went out on my own about 5 years ago. Started pretty small, just me, one-man crew. Mm-hmm. I finally talked my little brother into coming and working with me. Uh-huh. So Van's been with me for about 4 years. After it was just me and Van, we got into some commercial work and really started to grow. Hired one other guy, Jason. So between me, Jason, and Van, we were really able to get some work done and do a really good job. And from there, it just kind of took off.
That's great. And I've seen his work, and it's very professional, and it's done the right way. But I got to ask you a question. Now, siblings sometimes can fight. Do you guys ever get into a paint fight with each other?
No. So we've got a great relationship. We might butt heads a little bit. Sometimes he gets a little too comfortable being my little brother and, thinks that he can, just kind of mosey around or we had a little bit of trouble with him showing up on time. He'd be a couple minutes late, and I had to kind of crack the whip there. But he does a great job, and he's human. He's not perfect, but he's trying to get better and trying to do the best job he can. So I'm blessed to have him.
I wanted to talk about, because you did a presentation at the BNI meeting, and I was so impressed with this presentation. But in the presentation, you were showing pictures of houses you've done, and I can paint. I actually enjoy doing it. But now we've got the Brady Bunch house, which is tri-level, and it's huge. I don't think I need to be on a scaffold.
No.
Doing that. If it's one level, I could probably handle it.
If you want to paint a bedroom or something, I encourage you to do that. But something like that, that's too much.
I got it rocking when it comes to that part. That's nothing else. And I can paint pictures too. I'm an artist. Okay. So I can do that, but not painting a house. So let's talk about painting. Because and I'm calling it, like a makeover on my house. And it just needs a facelift. Mm-hmm. So what color trends are in right now?
So the whites are in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something whites are in, or either really dark colors. And, you go all white. That's a kind of timeless classic look, but it's really popular right now. Where you could go with the deep base, something really dark, it's bold to do, but it looks great. And either one of them is just going to really make it look a lot more modern.
Well, I've got the brick on the house is kind of this blonde brick from the 60s. They were doing that. And I dig it. I mean, I'm kind of into it, but now I'm the age to dig it. But what can you do to update that brick?
I'd say we paint it. We use a lot of Sherwin-Williams products. We use Loxon masonry paint, XP, and we just paint it. We put 2 really good coats. There won't be any cracks or any holes showing it. It really gives it a more modern look.
Well, what if we want it whitewashed? I kind of want to see the brick that color.
So we can do that, and a lot of people are doing it. It's just kind of, it's a little subjective. Like I could be like, well, that looks good, and you say, well, I don't think that looks good, or you think it looks good, and I don't think it's, really. So it's kind of hard to do, but we've done it, and it looks great. So.
So what I'm thinking about doing, and you can find the house on Zillow, it's 1696 Highway 72 West in Abbeville, South Carolina. So you can see what it looks like right now. I mean, I don't think it's been painted ever, except for the first when it was built. So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong there, but anyway. So I want to update the brown. It almost gets lost in the woods. We have like 8.2 acres of land. And so the house is almost lost. It's almost because of a lot of pine trees and all this stuff. So I was thinking of going with this really pretty, kind of a darker looking blue color. And I'll show you when we get outside. I've got.
I know Benjamin Moore has a real popular cut, Hail Navy, and that's a real deep blue, and it's beautiful.
So that might kind of bring it out so you can actually see the house.
Oh yeah,
just
for sure.
A little bit. So maybe whitewashing the brick and then the Hell Navy on that side. But no, I will tell you this, Nick, I'm subject to change my mind.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm a woman, so I do that sometimes. But and this is all great advice. Now let me ask you another question. Okay, this pertains to maintenance on a house. How often am I painting my house too often if I do it, say, every 10 years? Or does it matter?
I don't think you could really paint your house too often. But yeah, but around 8 to 10 years, it's probably time to put another coat on there at least, recoat it. Caulk and putty all the holes, cracks. With the amount of exposure the outside of a house gets, stuff's getting hot and cold, and wood and other materials are, contracting and expanding.
They breathe, don't they?
So that's another thing too. So it's good to just, at about every 8 to 10 years, I'd say.
Okay, now I'm sure you're going to tell me, Donna, this is something you don't do. So we were living in Alabama, and we bought this house. It was built in 1885. Okay, and I just love old houses, and it was one of those big old antebellum, and I got it for almost nothing. I was beginning to wonder, is it haunted? Is that why they took the price I offered to them? So I couldn't wait. So I was really impatient, and so we wanted the outside banisters painted for Christmas decorations I was putting up. And Phil said, oh, do that now, because it was like really, really cold outside. I mean, it was an unusual cold winter that year. And it was, I'm talking freezing. So it was like a big porch on top of another big porch. And I wanted the railings painted so I could put some real pretty Christmas decorations up. And Phil was going against this idea. He said, but you're not going to shut up until we do it, are you? And I said, no, I want it to look good. It was drying as soon as we put it on there. And I'm probably sure I did it thick in areas it should not have been thick. Well, by the summertime, and I didn't clean it first. I know that that's something you should do first.
Oh, yes.
So, well, I was afraid the water would freeze. I mean, it's cleaning it. So this was a Donna's idea that did not work out. And then by the springtime, by late summer, it was cracking off.
Oh, no.
What was I doing wrong?
So first of all, you don't really want to paint in extreme cold. Now, paint's gone a long way with technology, and
this is back in the 1980s.
They make products now that you can paint in cold. We're painting right now a car wash beside the Walmart. It's they make products, but you definitely want to clean it. You want to not paint in the freezing cold. And I mean, those are two really big things you need.
Like I said, I learned the hard way. I should have listened to Phil.
Yeah.
He had the right advice. Now, we're going to go into a commercial break in just a few minutes, but right now, let's get your contact information out there.
Okay. It's Carolina Brush LLC. You can reach me at 864-344-6753. We also have a website. That's www.carolinabrushllc.com.
How can folks find some of your work? Do you guys have a Facebook page?
We have a Facebook page. You could Google us and Facebook and Google or go to the website.
Absolutely. Let's go into a commercial break. We're going to return in just a few minutes. Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonesmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities.
Okay, we are back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge television and radio talk show, Where Truth Matters. That's why we got this guy with us right now, Nick. But before we talk to Nick, I wanted to thank some of our new sponsors, and we got quite a few. The Anderson Mall is you got to go out there, by the way. I'll tell you why I like shopping at a mall. Because when it's cold outside and I want to exercise and I want to walk, I'm not going to go outside and do it. I'm going to go to the mall and walk around. So you see us mall walkers walking around there. And also when it's rainy, I don't want to be shopping, when I can go to several stores inside and not get my hair wet because it looks bad enough as it is. But if my hair gets wet, forget it. And also when it's really hot outside. So go shop the mall and you'll be glad you went to the Anderson Mall. They look like the malls looked back. They're getting busy. Like from the 80s, So anyway, but I wanted to talk to you about Jeweler's Touch. Jeweler's Touch is a great store, and they also repair jewelry. So my grandmother gave me this black pearl ring one time, and it used to be hers when she was a girl. So she handed it right on down to me. And what did I do as a 12-year-old? For some reason, I cut it because I wanted to wear it on this finger instead of this finger. And it was too small to go on this finger. So I cut this ring, and it's sterling silver. So he's going to repair that for me. And it'll be just like it's a brand new ring. And I've seen his work, and he does an excellent job. They're located in the Anderson Mall. And also, I wanted to talk about, got some new contacts, by the way. I wanted to talk about Adama Naturals in Cafe. Everybody knows I like natural products. And so, because I have this funky skin that can't tolerate anything with a chemical in it. That's what she has. She's also going to be buying some of her herbs and stuff from me. And so anyway, I'll be kind of part of that business too. Not ownership or anything like that, but anyway, I'll be one of her suppliers. But you got to go check them out. She has this little cafe, so if you're just tired from, you've been walking around the mall, getting your exercise, and you'd like something to drink, try some of her tea, because she has some really, really neat tea. She sells salves, and she says all kinds of really natural stuff. Now, she has stuff for guys, too, so it's not just women's skincare. It's for dudes as well. And also, she has the stuff that she puts on your hair. It's all natural products, and it'll make your hair like super shiny. Also, now I talked about the Jeweler's Touch. Also, and I love this store right here. It's called Kiss My Glass, and Elizabeth owns this. And what Elizabeth has is different products, like for different presents, like for Mother's Day coming up and for Valentine's Day, Christmas. She was really busy. And what she does is personalizes those. And she also does some stained glass. So she's got it rocking there too. So go ahead and check Elizabeth out. And then Mirasaki at the mall. You got to check them out. And I'm going to come hungry, okay, because they pile the plate full. And you'll be asking for a doggy bag to take food home for supper. You'll be doing that. So go ahead and check them out as well. But thanks to all of our new sponsors. We definitely appreciate you guys, and to the Anderson Mall. I've got Nick with me. And Nick, let's talk a little bit about when people put their houses on the market for sale. Because I like bright, vivid colors. I mean, I like red and deep blues and all those. And I want to paint, and let's just pretend I'll never sell. I love this house. But let's just say I wanted to sell. Should I use the colors I like, or should I go with neutral colors on the inside?
Yeah, I would just go with something neutral. Because the truth is, most people, when they buy a home, they're going to move in and they're going to paint it anyways because they want it to be theirs. So to go and put all these colors, it doesn't make much sense.
Well, another thing I did, and then we sold our house to move to Charlotte, North Carolina, when we were living in Alabama. And so it took a talk show there. And so what was so funny is I love red, and it was almost like the White House. I like the White House theme where they have these different color rooms, And so that's what I did. I did one room red and I did one blue, like it was a bright, vivid blue. And so the realtor came, she said, if you want to sell this house, you're going to have to go neutral. She said, I know you like it, but other people have to imagine themselves inside the house. Now, if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you know what you're doing, that's just fine. But I will tell you this: I have been to businesses before where they just did it themselves or something, or they didn't hire the right contractor like you. And you can see where paint was dripping, that kind of thing. But now you take extra special care when you're painting a home for someone.
Oh, absolutely. We want to be as professional as possible, and that means we've got to be clean. I tell the guys all the time, like, the paint job is important, but being clean and tidy is just as important.
I got to say this. When Nick walked in, he started taking his shoes off. And I said, you don't have to do that. It's just something you do and I appreciate that. And I'm sure somebody who's having their house painted would appreciate you doing that as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem.
Not that you had to, because I'm going to be tracking it in right after you leave, I promise. But those are little details that people are looking for with someone. So what makes you stand out from other painters?
You just said it. It's the details. The details in the work, the details in cleaning, just trying to give the customer the best experience possible. And, that includes showing up on time, being clean, and doing a great job.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. And you're looking for somebody also. You're a Christian guy.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm just telling you, that wins me over.
Yeah. And, it's the most important part of my life, So I give him all the glory for everything he's done in my life. And any success that I've had in business is because of him.
That's the way I look at it too. So Donna couldn't do it. I got to have help from the Father to make things happen. Let's talk a little bit again about outside, and because that's what we're going to use you for. And again, it's a really tall building, and in some areas, and it's you'd have to see the house. It's built kind of odd, which is what attracted us to it. But let's talk about outbuildings and stuff like that. Should you maintain those with paint as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anything that can be painted to help have that protective coating would be a good idea, and it's going to add to the longevity of the building or structure or whatever it is.
Now, when you're keeping your house updated, of course, it's good for the neighborhood. Your neighbors appreciate that as well.
Yes.
But it's also good for the value of your home, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We painted a house last year, and granted it was a brick house, and we painted it white. It was on Highway 76 in Newberry. That property was appraised before and after. We added $40,000 of value to that house.
Oh wow, that's a lot of equity right there. So again, if you're thinking about selling your home, or if you want it for yourself, hand it on down to your kids, you're just this longevity, and that's what it's all about for the house. Anything else as far as details you can tell us? I know we're talking about colors and contrast. I kind of like, now you've got me thinking, do I want the house, the whole thing white?
So
does it matter about the style house it is?
It all depends on your personal preference, really. And I'm more of the applicator than I am the decorator. I want you to make those decisions. But no matter what we do, it's going to look good. I picked out a color. It was supposed to be a dark blue. Okay. I said, all right, I'm going to paint the front door. My wife's been telling me to paint the front door. We've lived there for a year. It's time for me to paint the front door. So I went and picked out this deep blue. Well, I put the first coat on there. I'm like, that's kind of purple. I said, well, maybe after the second coat, it will, I don't know, become more blue. Well, I put the second coat on, and now it's really purple. But the truth is, it looks great, so no matter what color we paint, it's going to look great. Now, I wouldn't recommend going too crazy, but anything we paint is going to look good and clean and brand new pretty much.
Well, I don't go, this some of our friends in Alabama, and he's a huge Alabama fan. And of course, I get ribbed a lot because I'm an Auburn fan. And by the way, I've got a mixed marriage. My husband's an Alabama fan. I'm an Auburn fan. But anyway, they painted their house to look like Alabama. And it's like, and I'm like, dude, why are you doing that? And he said, well, you're saying it because you're an Auburn fan. And I said, no, I'm not going to paint my house orange and blue either. So, but you need to be thinking about, what if I want to sell it, I mean, and again, if that's your gig, go for it, is the way I look at that as well. But I wanted to ask you too about satin paint and shiny paint. Explain all that to me.
So different sheens are better for different areas of the house. In a room that's going to have moisture, or that's going to need to be cleaned more often, like a kitchen or a bathroom, you're going to want something with a little bit more of a sheen. Now, throughout the house, we use a lot of duration matte, which is, it's got pretty much a matte finish, but it's got a good sheen to it. So you want something though that's going to be durable and at least wipeable. A lot of new homes, they'll go out and put flat paint through it all, and that's fine until it's time to clean something off the wall.
Yeah.
And then, it's just not really
I
going
had
to
a
clean
sign
that
before.
well.
Yeah, I know what it's like. Chocolate and stuff all over the place.
So the more the sheen, the easier it's going to be able to clean. But there are some cons to that too. It shows up imperfections in the drywall more.
Oh, yeah.
So, and on the trim. So most of the time we like to use probably like a semi-gloss on the trim.
It's kind of in the middle.
Yeah, not gloss, but
not in the gloss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So either semi-gloss or satin on the trim, and then a matte on the walls. And that, it just seems like a good combination, because unless the work's done perfectly, then stuff's going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Imperfections are going to show up. So,
what about, you buy a house someone else has lived in, they, it could be a grandmother that's real proud of her grandkids, and they're like nail holes all over the place where they're hanging up pictures. Yeah. So that's going to be patched up too.
Oh yeah, and that's no problem when we do that. That's just standard practice. We're not going to paint over any crack or any hole. That will be repaired. That's really not a huge deal to repair those.
Mm-hmm. I have been known to put toothpaste in the holes over it. Yeah, I can write a book on what not to do. Absolutely. Okay, a little bit over 2 minutes left in this segment. Let's talk pet friendly and kid friendly. What would you recommend for pets?
So just any of your like higher end products. I mentioned Duration. Mm-hmm. That's a really good product for the inside. It's extremely durable. It's got great wipeability. Anything like that is where I'd go. I painted my house in Duration matte, and it wasn't long until we had ketchup on the walls. Or,
just from him.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
The little boys love some ketchup. So we had little ketchup handprints. I mean, I'm talking about throughout the house. We've had a couple incidents with Crayola crayons, and just warm water and Dawn dish soap, it comes right off.
There you go. And what about painted floors? People doing that?
So you can. It gets tricky with the amount of downforce on stuff and just adhesion period. So we do some like decks and stuff like that. We try to stay away from painting concrete and stuff because we just don't specialize in that. There are people that specialize that, and I wouldn't just go paint any concrete pad because the chances are it's not going to hold up and it will fail.
Absolutely. Less than a minute. How can folks get in contact with you?
Again, just our website, www.carolinabrushllc.com. You can go on there, look at all of our work. You can schedule an appointment on there, or you can call me directly, which I kind of prefer because we're starting a relationship right then. And my phone number is 864-344-6753.
And with Nick, it's all about customer service. So make sure you do give him a call, okay? Mention my name if you don't mind so you can know where it came from. Now, how far out do you travel? Because we're nationwide.
Okay, so we like to stay within about two hours of Greenwood, but if the price is right, we will go wherever.
I get that.
Yeah.
Nick, thank you so much for being on the show with me. It's been fun. And thank you guys so much for watching. Continue sending email. You just don't know what that does. It makes us those country girls' day go smoothly when you do that. Again, thank you so much for watching. You take care. See you next time.
Because of your overwhelming support, our 1488 MyPillow has been one of the biggest sales in MyPillow history. I couldn't think of a better way to say thank you than to extend our wholesale pricing through Christmas. Get a classic standard MyPillow for only $14.88. Upgrade to a queen size, just $18.88. King size, only $1 more. Get my body pillows for only $29.88. And ready? Multi-use MyPillows, only $9.88. It's perfect time to stock up for Christmas gifts for everyone on your list. Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our wholesale pricing, including my classic standard MyPillows, only $14.88. But that's not all. I'm so confident you're going to love our classic MyPillows that I'm going to extend my 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2025. Plus, orders over $75 ship absolutely free.